Alright, in this video we're going to be changing the rear shocks on this Toyota Yaris. I believe it's a 2015-2016 model. Let's get into it. First thing you're going to want to do is jack the vehicle up, chuck a jack stand under it, take that hubcap off, remove the rear wheel. As you can see, this shock is leaking really badly, so there'll be a little cover here you have to remove. These two nuts are locked together, so you're going to have to break it off the top one, and then you should be able to take it off like this. From there you can just use a rattle gun to take the rest of it off. Once you've done that, there'll be a washer that sits on top. Then there will be this rubber that actually has an indentation which lines everything up, so make sure to keep these somewhere and don't lose them. From there you're going to want to remove this rear bolt. The way you do this is just chuck a spanner on the other end. As you can see here, it's a 14mm. From there, knock it out, and then as you can see how bad this one is, it's just falling over on itself. So it's a very good idea to replace it when they're in this kind of condition. From there, you're going to have to take this cover off, and we're going to be reusing this cover on the new shock we put in. We're going for a quality shock, a Monroe, so you won't have any issues in the future. You can see the mount's bigger, the actual cylinder's bigger. So when you've done that, chuck that bolt back in. From there, chuck the nut on. Leave it loose though, you don't have to make it super tight. And then what you're going to want to do is take this new nut that comes with it off, and then you're going to want to compress the actual shock into itself to remove it. It will start to come up immediately, so what you're going to want to do is make sure you can put this cover over it and put the actual hole in line with where the strut top comes through it. From there, do not forget to put that bushing back on top of this cover, and then you can just let it go up back into its original position. Put this first bush down and make sure it's lined up properly, as you can see here. Then put that retainer on top. From there, tighten everything down. As you can see here, you have to hold it or it will spin on itself. And then let's not forget we have this guy down here. From there, make sure to tighten this guy up, because we don't want to have any issues in the future with anything coming loose. Now that everything is tight, give it a shake. Make sure there's no weird play, anything like this. This is a very straightforward job. I'm just going to chuck this other nut back on top just as a little bit of insurance to make sure we don't have any issues in the future. As you can see, it's all done, ready to rock and roll. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.